last legs possibly here for a brand new Noble squad as they're down a map in these grand finals. EZ5, they get to start on their favorite attacking side. They get to dictate that pace. Let's see what they can get done.
Pistol underway, locked and loaded. Noble looking for revenge. They want that third map. EZ5 want to go to bed. They're looking for that 2-0. That recon bolt was looking for a way out of the map, and it found it. So, a little bit of a default early to start. We've talked a lot about EZ5's mid-round. That's what we kind of have praised them for over the matches that we've seen. And Haven is one heck of a place to do that. We're going to look at Governor, though. He's going to start precision on the retreat. Stuck in a little bit of a tough spot. Going to try to maybe remove the dart out the belly. Governor repositioning in the battle, but still Frosty going to have the better. Now, Pancake's lurking around on the backside of the site, but he's in a little bit of a tough spot because Frosty's had so much success holding off the push, but finally boils down to a 2v3. EZ5 have to get that spike planted, but they're at a disadvantage. Decop takes some damage. The shock dart that comes in flying, soaring through the sky. Now with the spike planted, the onus onto Noble here to push in. They know that at least one player's behind the double stack, and just like that, very well done. Noble start off on a great foot.
Yeah, good look to get things rolling here for the side of Noble. Diffuse comes through nice and cleanly. It was a good start out of Governor to get that initial frag, but ZK or Frosty went big there, playing around his own Nebula to find the double kill onto the site. That bought the time for the rest of his teammates to rotate in and set him up for success. So into the second, there's a good buy up for the Noble camp. There will be Spectres across the board. Just the pistols up right now for EZ5. They haven't really been a team to force buy too much throughout this tournament, and I don't hate it. Just chill out a little bit. You can concede those rounds because they know how strong they are once they get those rifles, once they get that operator into their hands. As well, they're still kind of playing into their defaults. Pretty spread out here. Maybe looking for some aggression out of Noble. Oh,
Gravity well is going to be very problematic for Pancakes. That's a great combination. The Gravity well alongside the Raze utility. Levi on the swing finds one. And with another. This round should be very simple for Noble. Kind of interested to see how this attacking side develops for EZ5. It seems like early to start, Noble's got a pretty good handle on the defaulting that EZ5 is going to be running. A lot of the utility that I think they're going to combo with Raze and Astra is going to be a little bit problematic for EZ5. So I'm going to be looking to see what do EZ5 do in the mid round, try to prepare and anticipate Noble's playstyle, because even looking at this round right now, B-Dog and Frosty they're in B. They're never going to play in the same place twice. They're always going to be rotating and trying to anticipate the playstyle out of EZ5.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see. I think that EZ5, they're not always picking up those pistols, so this is a fine look for them. And wait, what is this camera? Oh my god, Corsonics, that's such a little rat cam to give a gift to everyone here, because he can completely hold mid-control without any real risk to himself. So, love to see that. I feel kind of bad that our observers are so astute because they've just exposed his very sneaky little camera, but still is slow start here for EZ5 rotation in towards A. This is a good call. It is just going to be Levi to hold down the fort.
A couple of those shots, they know that Levi is at least the one player that is here. Sewers does get cleared out. Frosty ready with some stars. Incake spots out the body peek from Levi. They're going to play the retake for A. As you see, all the players already starting to back away. Even B-Dog sprinting through spawn to try to get over towards the A side fast enough. But EZ5 cut noise. Completely. I like this. 40 seconds left, though. They need to make sure that this hit onto A is going to be very fruitful. And look at this. Noble pulling off. At least some of the membership, because the noise cut made them feel like maybe C was going to be the hit. Maybe that was going to be the answer. But here we are. Spike being planted.
Spike planted. That we are. Levi. Shock darts won't deny it. So post plant is secured here for EZ5. That had me confused for a second. I'm so used to saying Levi in relation to EZ5. But to reset into the round, retake beginning to come underway. Everyone postured forward as it is the Trailblazer to initiate from spawn.
Oh, Levi. Has to be a little careful. Oh my goodness, they all just run out. It's a firing squad. The flash though is gonna make things a little problematic. You even see the updraft. Governor stays alive, and Precision's like, that's not supposed to happen. But now it's a 2v3, but everyone is so injured on the side of Noble. Now you see the push in from the long side. They need to just use the spike. They don't have a lot of time remaining. It gets up to half. They have it up to half already, but do they have enough time? Yes, they do. Noble win the round 3-0. This is the start that they could ask for.
Oh, a little VM coming out of Levi there against Pancakes, but it's a huge round to pick up for this squad. Getting a little bit of the frustrations out from that previous match because, I mean, this retake's just looking so strong. Sky Flash is huge there from Precision, and it's kind of one of those long-winded ones, right? It's not like when it's a quick, easy pop flash. He has to wind that up. He has to drive that straight on into the face, and it was able to get a nice little double. That plant position not optimal as well for the hold towards long, so it's a roughie for EZ5. They're onto the Sheriffs, and B-Dog just shutting down the Gravwell fight towards lobby. Well, that makes an argument to definitely keep Astra in the meta here.
Tough round here for EZ5. Already lost the Governor early. And Spike is really nowhere near an objective yet, as they're looking for a little bit of a look into the B site. B-Dog and Frosty are already here. Precision actually takes a couple of shots from Corsonics. Still, it's quiet. Oh, what a communication combination. Precision and Frosty. Frosty still, despite getting those stars cooked up, Frosty will eventually fall. That's so far the one frag that they've managed to retrieve. That's going to be an upgrade for Pancakes. And they might be looking over towards this A site. Only one here, though, is Levi. He's looking down towards the sewers. Spike down. Now just down to Pancakes. A big wide angle for B-Dog. Oh! Almost had enough time for Pancakes to react. Got a 4-0 start here for Noble.
Yeah, it's huge out of Noble because it's about a confidence for them. They were struggling in that last one in a big way, really just getting bowled over to start things off, and they get that confidence rolling. They get that momentum rolling into their favor. And now as we kind of gesture towards that EZ5 camp, what do they have to work with here? Governor onto the operator. That kind of forces him to maybe slow down a little bit here. Let him do his work with the op because we know how much he can get done. It's been this A lobby fight thus far out of Noble, so Gov might be able to capitalize off of that, but in terms of other resources, it's a run it back for Pancakes. But what they have to deny is his aggression down mid, and the wall bank so strong out of ZK. That's enough for Noble. They'll back up with their advantage. No refrag potential at EZ5.
Yeah, that's tough. I feel like after this round, probably attack comes out, something like that. If EZ5 don't pick this one up, because this combination of utility from Noble has just been really good, and the fact that their players are just constantly rotating, playing different sites, playing kind of with the feelers against EZ5. This makes it challenging to read what could be an easy site to hit. And it seems like they always end up kind of with the answer of A, because C has been so brutal in the first two rounds. They might end up there and kind of in some of the fewer in the future rounds. Sonics, he's going to be looking for, once that A hit comes in, he can just spray down a player rotating through Link. He's just going to stay here for quite some time while they work this A angle, but you can get the spike down first.
Oh, Spam not connecting from anyone. It's all the way through the box. Hunter's Fury is up. Good tag connected in the lurk denied. So swift from B-Dog. Corsonics, well, he's just trying to do Corsonics things, but the shutdown is good. Gov falls as well at the hands of Payan, and now the round gets awkward. 20 seconds left to make this rotation.
And already one player has been spotted out, and it's Precision, who had such a phenomenal game. He's the last person that you want to be going up against here. Decop trying to dissuade with the shock darts. More shock darts start to come through. The double combo. Decop does get taken down, and now it's down to Gucci. This is tough. You can feel the frustration out of EZ5.
Yeah.
They're just trying to beat their head into a wall, and Noble is made out of cement. Like, it's just not working. And now they're down to an eco. Ultimate's online, but I don't anticipate them really being used here. They got to get that like 7th round or something. They need something so bad, because this is kind of similar to Cosmic Divide. They only got 1 round on attack, and then they lost every other round. This feels like it's got the same vibe. Noble just in control.
Yeah, it really does feel quite similar to that series. Pretty swiftly on here. For EZ5, well, the last 5 rounds have been nothing but easy precision. Maybe toying with some aggression here towards Grass, as he is just holding this angle inside of Garage. The Sheriffs, we know how skilled EZ5 is. They can find Keith. Look at his pop flash, so strong. Doesn't actually spot Pancakes in close. That's a free gun now, Simo.
Definitely can use the run it back with it if he so chooses. Has a curveball available as well. Lots of options as they start to prepare to head on over towards the seaside. Owl Drone's going to spot out Corsonics. A little bit of a boost early in the round here for B-Dog. He's looking down into sewers. It's kind of a read off of how often the A hit has come through. So B-Dog wants to be a little bit more proactive. That's kind of my understanding of his position. It's a fast exec onto C, and they don't really find anyone quite yet. This run it back isn't really going to find as much value as I'd imagine they are hoping. Gets them the space. It's going to get them the spike planted, and going to give Corsonic some time to at least work the flank. Okay, Governor's already down. Payne is pushing forward. Paranoia hits nobody as they retreat. Pancakes does end up finding a unique angle as Corsonics here and ready on the flank. But he's got to swing now, and he finds at least one. Neural Theft now popping out. They're just trying to get these picks. They're just trying to win this round. D-Cop waiting on the opposite side. There's the swing, but D-Cop gets taken down. Now it's a 1v1. The swap of the weapon, but B-Dog had the weapon prepped and ready 6 in a row. Feels like I'm watching Breeze, but it's Freaky Friday. They're in opposite shoes. Noble very much so in control.
Huge cosmic divide there to come out of ZK or Frost. He completely denies the sight lines onto this retake, forces the fight forward from the Sova that was attempting to play the post plan in long. You see it here. He wasn't able to get anything done. Corsonics then isolated, no HP to speak of, and B-Dog just good on the shutdown. 6-0 now. No tactical pause out of EZ5, but they do have money into this one to try and change this up. It appears to be quick, at least from the posturing. 4 players ready in towards A. They're leaving Corsonics to try and work this lurk, but that's hardly both teams shutting down. However, look at the aggression, so quick out of Gov. Precision, though, betters him. And the grab, well, I mean, it made Governor isolated. That was a 1v1. Noble come out on top, and now the showstopper from B-Dog. Quick kill onto D-Cup, 5v3 still. Noble looking fantastic. A man makes the cross just to fall at the hands of Levi, and Corsonics fights back in, but just look at the damage. Nothing left for them in this round. It's only on to Gucci, and Gucci has a huge lurk here, but it would take the 1v5. First shot found. Precision next to fall. Gucci, no way he pulls this off. Look at the crossfire now. It's so much harder to contend with.
1v2 here for Gucci. Paranoia is definitely going to make that a little bit easier, but yeah, Pan can just swing off that. 7-0. This is a little bit of a weird series. Noble at the bare minimum managed to get a little bit of momentum moving into the second half. Almost so much so that they could have toppled things over and taken us to OT. I'm a little bit concerned, as I don't know if EZ5's defensive side is going to be strong enough to like chain in enough rounds together. We've been kind of proven wrong before with their kind of resiliency, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, because Noble, it's the grand finals we're talking about, right? You know, you can get away with some of the other teams in the lower parts of the playoffs or in the group stage. You're not going to be able to get away with that type of resiliency in the grand finals. So really hoping that EZ5 maybe finds something, because they need anything they can get. Noble has been so impressive on this map. I just don't know what EZ5 can do.
I'm not sure either. It's really getting to a tough position. It's interesting that they are kind of straying away from aggression, but when they do these faster takes, it's only when they ask the utility of ZK to shut things down. I wouldn't hate to see kind of default into quick hits, but they've been losing players on these defaults. This time, though, no one lost just yet. Stays in this 5 versus 5. Bit of utility baited out of Noble, and they've made a good call here. Walking in towards A. It's only the Rays to hold things down, but I believe he's up on that boost spot, the off angle towards short. Boom Buddy clearing, so should delay things for a second, but this execution comes. B-Dog and now Levi joining him. We'll be in for a fight.
Recon Bolt still available, so at least the information is going to be gathered, and B-Dog is going to have to back away very quickly. See the paint shells, great reaction time as well. Actually, they managed to get all nice and safe. The paint shells are going to find one. So far, they haven't lost a single member. Gucci finally going to be taking down one. 3v3 now with a couple of injured players here for EZ5. We'll get that spike planted. They barely have enough time to get it down. You even see Payan here up above, maybe trying to get a couple of shots as people are rotating out. TP not far enough for Gucci. That's a free pickup here for Payan. Now, the rest of the round still has to unfold. Decop positioning to Graffiti while the remaining player, Corsonics, down below in hell. They'll start the push on forward. They know at least one player could be close off to that side. Payan gonna find at least one. Oh my goodness! Payan just from above, power stance on the ledge, finds the frag. 8-0. Might as well boot up the next lobby because this one's ending fast.
Well, it could be, but I wouldn't count EZ5 out of this thus far. They're very much a second half team, and if they can find a little bit of momentum into these late rounds, that would be great. But I feel like the mental's got to be hurting right now because they're letting these little mistakes keep happening. Like Gucci's teleport there out into the open was shut down. This crossfire never really fully established. They were both kind of swinging forward, no one watching for heaven. Like, these are small mistakes, but they're coming back to pinch them. And Noble, they are showing their prowess because they have punished everything that is given to them. No ults to work with for EZ5. No good guns to work with in this round. I mean, we're looking at a likely 9, and it's Haven. It's an attacker-sided map. I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah, I truly don't either. Recon Bolt to A lobby. Is this going to be a fast A push? No. Frosty gets a little bit surprised. Upgrade picked up here for Pancakes. The controller is no longer going to be able to control. They still need to get the spike somewhere. That's one of the things that's been a really big problem. I don't think they've gotten like maybe like what, 2 plants down?
Yeah,
so
something like that.
This is going to be number 3 here. Payan's got a cheeky little angle. And look at that, Hunter's Fury. I got to give a lot of credit to Levi. He's done this a couple of times where he's in this unique position. They find another pick in the process, though. B-Dog's able to at least stop the bleeding from the control of Gov. Payan just waiting patiently for that spike to be planted. The swing comes out for Decop, and he's got the value. Still, he's in a little bit of trouble. Can't survive for much longer. It all falls into a 2v2. I like the use of the drone here just to get a little bit more information. B-Dog still somehow, some way. My goodness, very, very impressive. And now the defuse starts. Gucci has to play. And he's going to be playing no longer. 9th round here. Comes close. Noble still have it.
9-0. That hurts for EZ5. Still, we haven't seen a tactical pause out of them. And we were talking earlier about maybe EG joining EZ5's 13-0 list. Well, they might be headed their way onto that list because they'll be getting pretty darn close to closing. EZ5 have buyback into this one. Gov, considering the operator, but I mean, he's having a rough game, man. He's normally a player that's popping off, and well, this just isn't his map. So, bit unfortunate there for EZ5. I mean, we can't rag on Gov specifically because no one's having a good match on EZ5, to be honest. Nobles, their just utility has been completely shutting down. Their retakes have been impeccable. A lot of those retakes we have to give to Precision for his utility, but let's talk about the round at hand because it is left to one man, the Cypher, to hold things down, and Gov opens it up.
One pick initially. Still, Seeker is going to help to try to figure out where those players are located. I'm gonna find a couple players down long, but still the spike is planted and means the onus is here on Noble. They're a little bit split up, which is a problem. Pancakes can be one of the problems that they have to deal with. First has the curveball ready, but he's already down for the count. Corsonics is down as well. B-Dog is just taking them all one at a time. B-Dog against the world as Levi walks in with his humongous weapon. And another one actually finds its mark too. Another humongous weapon, the Showstopper, and the paint shells, and the Odin, and the gun. Everything just thrown to the way of EZ5. And it's double digits for Noble. This one's going to be a pretty unfortunate blip on the EZ5 record. That is for sure.
No, my boy Levi is so good with the Odin. At practically every turn, this guy is popping off. It's been this way when he was with EZ5. It's been this way when he's been with every roster I've watched him. this guy's got a lineup for pretty much every angle, and he's got the support as well. B-Dog especially. I think we talked a little bit earlier that he wasn't a Raze player. He was a controller player on previous matches, and it looks like he's just broken out of jail here. He looks so freed on this agent, a fugitive on the loose, and well, he's shooting like 1-2, 15-3 is that scoreline. 8 assists as well, so the utility damage has been great. EZ5 trying to get a quick plant down here, B.
B-Dog.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, it's a split to A, and you could actually see Frosty alongside Levi catch this very interesting play. The interesting hot hands as well over towards Graffiti. Still the fight continues. Pancakes finds one to start, but the Odin from Levi not enough to seal the deal. B-Dog's already here trying to fight his way through, finds a pick on the way out. This could be the first round that EZ5 win, and it will be. A fast break through A-Link nets them the round. Noble just caught off guard. This is what I kind of hoped we would have seen, over the course of the past 10 rounds. To bring it out in round 11, this fast break, it's going to give you a round, but you're already so deep in the water.
Yeah, it was interesting that we didn't see it look like that sooner out of EZ5 because it looked like such a well put together play. That was either something they've practiced before or something they just kind of mid-rounded on the spot and brought up, because the hot hand's perfect to knock out Graffiti there. They had a Paranoia to work with as well, so everyone on this Noble squad was trapped in these practically unwinnable positions. Go Blade Storms will not get something done, and this is what I wanted to see earlier too. They were disrespecting that Astro grab well in some of these earlier rounds, and it never worked for them. This time, they just waited out for a moment. Now they have a lobby control. Like, they're looking better here, but is it too little too late? Because this could still be an 11-1 half if Noble has their say.
Still, nobody has fallen quite yet. Pancake's trying to force the issue, and you can see EZ5 fully comfortable playing the retake. They've done so well before. Pain finds the first initial pick. Governor just trying to burst his way into the site, and they do so. Both duelists are itching for more, but they'll get punished as a result. Governor now with the blades, hoping to get a little bit more value. He's probably just going to pop out. B-Dog is going to be ready for it, and only one duelist will survive. But so far, Governor's patient. Got to get the spike planted. He's got to support Decop in the process. Oh, the gravity well. This is unfortunate. Every moment they delay is another moment that could be spent developing something. 2 picks come in fast succession. Down to 3v3. Things are even. Still, Precision is so far away over towards the C site. Maybe anticipating a late round plant there. He's going to be taking some time to join the rest of the team. All 3 members of EZ5 are here, laying in wait. Noble almost finds the pick onto Governor, but the Tracer is going to help out take Frosty in the process. But here comes the fast hit. Precision has arrived. Levi is down. Precision now running in, finds one to start, has to back away because of the Paranoia. Ready for the repeat, and the Odin, of course, there to spray. 10-2. EZ5 have their work cut out for them, but Noble, all they need is a couple of rounds and they can take this one to map 3.
Yeah, they do go into the second half with momentum, though, which is what you want to see. When you're at a big deficit, the rounds you want to be winning are the last couple. So you're able to kind of take that momentum at your feet, pick up the pistol, get things rolling. They win the pistol here, they convert 6-10. Or sorry, that would actually be 4-10. So maybe on that EZ5 copium a little bit too hard, but this is still winnable, but it's going to take some big mistakes out of Noble, and Noble has just looked so fantastic throughout this matchup. The retake's perfect. It's B-Dog and Precision with the utility on point. Levi as well. Like, everything's just looking so good from this roster, but I think that defensive side is probably what will be easier for them. Now on the attack, they only have the one duelist plus the Sky in way of initiation. Let's see what they can get done. It's EZ5, so aggressive down long.
Well, the camera actually goes through, but little do they know it's a firing squad. Oh my goodness. Just down to Levi, but they get absolutely obliterated. What a round from EZ5. You talk about momentum. Take that in your pipe and smoke it. That was a phenomenal round from EZ5 to really get things going.
Oh, that cage, that kind of default cage was almost a little bit grief, because I think they expected that, because, I mean, what Cypher isn't doing that cage practically every round? And they used that to walk up. They were so much closer than Noble could have expected. Uses one curveball, blinds out practically everyone, and it's just a frenzy diff from there on out. So 3 to 10 here. This is kind of the scenario we were talking about where they get this momentum rolling towards the late round, but it really has to stay pristine. It has to stay clean. 7 rounds to their senior is Noble. A little bit of aggression, punished early on, but Decop, nice shot, spike down as well. It's Gov fighting from lobby. It's a good look for EZ5.
Decop just putting on the big boy pants. Oh my goodness. Playing in and out of the smoke so well. They've got the spike control there as well. Decop finds an upgrade just down to Levi. Take the orb. Why not? How many more picks can he find? Gucci has gone fishing. As the classic, of course, the burst classic can be very potent here in this particular instance. Not going to need it, but finds the upgrade 1v3. He's going to save it. Interesting. Or he's just going to pass.
Probably still just looking for a little more damage here. Good on Levi, too. Oh, what a rat. If he gets another kill here and dies, he's actually going to have the Hunter's Fury. Levi is such a Sova player. That is an incredible Sova move to just go to farm this ult orb as much as possible to get something going left here. But, you know, teammate turned against teammate Levi. Former member of EZ5 will take down his friend in Gucci and, well, Pancakes. They didn't play together, but it is the anonymity regardless. 1 pick found there to close out. EZ5 getting it relatively clean. They only lost 2 players there. 3 Spectres into this one. If they lose out on the bonus, normally I'm like, all right, whatever, it's a bonus. Who cares if you lose? But that means 11. That means you only have 2 rounds of buffer space. So I like that we're getting a little bit of an investment here out of EZ5. Grab that rifle for Decop. He's been having a good game. See what he can get done with it.
Yeah, this is like a, you know, if this was like a 9-3 or like a 8-4, they could totally be comfortable with losing this round, but it's a little bit tricky, you know, considering the circumstance. It'll put him at 11 for Noble. Only need 2 to close things out. It's a tough uphill battle. So for Noble, it's going to be a really respectful round from them. Just the default all across. Looking and trying to fish out where Noble is. And Noble on the opposite side also with the default, trying to see if they play a little bit aggressive because they know they've got the huge round advantage and they could kind of play forever and ever and ever and ever and they'd still be okay.
Unless EZ5 can pull something big off here. Oh, Levi holding for the aggression. So patient out of Noble, and it rewards them. Now the C site open for business is just Sonics to hold things down.
Yeah, quick push in. Shock Dart's going to do a little bit of damage, or no damage at all. As Sonics, ooh, has got a pretty big lineup. B-Dog does end up getting traded. That's the spike down. Governor is going to have a pretty decent angle, but it's all down to him. He doesn't really have a lot to work with. Spray's good, but somehow Payan survives the shots. Has enough time to look down, pick up the spike, pick up the weapon, get the spray. This is where we need like 8 rounds in a row. You know, for EZ5, this is where things get very, very tough. It has to be flawless from this point on. You can lose that 3rd round. I get it. You don't really have the weaponry in the 3rd. The bonus is kind of awkward. This is it. You either go straight through or we end up going to bind because Noble have played a phenomenal Haven.
It's been incredibly strong out of them thus far. I did not expect this whatsoever going in. I think EZ5 on paper definitely looked like the better Haven team, but in towards mid, bit of a fight underway. They're applying some pressure there, but Gov is pushed up towards short. However, not going to fight anything just yet. Noble, this patience is what I talked about last round, and it works so well for them because EZ5 still feeling a little bit antsy here, trying to get aggro because Decop is actually... Oh, he was the one to force into that hero rifle last round, so he is just stuck into the Spectre. A bit unfortunate, even taking some damage with the harm of his own shock dart. So, now for Noble, push up here towards a Gov on a tight angle, but no tailwind.
Doesn't matter. Launches one up to get one more for the tailwind. Gucci in a little bit of trouble. Smoke does come out. It's already gone. Noble just waiting for Precision to get a little bit more information. That's kind of his job. Here, Precision needs to get some space as a result, and that's what he's primarily working for towards the C side. They might decide, let's pull off A, let's go over to C. But as time ticks, that option is becoming less and less and less more valuable. Governor finds a pick here. He can tailwind out. Unfortunate that he ends up losing his life as a process. Spray through. Gucci finds a pick, knowing that maybe he just saw somebody just barely there. Now great hot hands as well. What a spray from Gucci. Communication impeccable. Now here comes the run it back. Pancakes gets spotted, but there's not a lot of time. Here comes the paranoia. Precision in a lot of trouble. Just trying to find the picks, but Gucci with the 3K. What an anchor. Flawless run begins, and it begins with this first round.
Yeah, 3 left alive in this one. Not too much damage dealt. And I think one of the players losing out was just onto the Spectre. So they should have the money to reinvest into this one. Gucci's such a strong anchor on the Omen. We talked about this a tad bit yesterday. But he's really good at using these paranoias, these dark covers to isolate duels. A 3K for the man in that round. And what does EZ5 have cooking for us in this one? Glades are up for Governor, and he'll commit those to kind of use as a free weapon in this anti-ecos. It is just the Sheriff's 1 SMG up to work with for Noble. And maybe it's a quicker look here. 4 players leaning in towards C, and while the camera sees all, it's Pancakes to receive.
Ooh, first opening pick. Very well done. Gravity well, a little bit delayed. Hunter's Fury is coming out for Levi. He's going to try to make this hit a little bit easier, and he's going to find Decop in the process. Even gets the tag onto Pancakes. That's a flawless Hunter's Fury, technically. Not a single missed pulse, but still 4v4. Pancake's going to heal up with his own little wall, as Pan has gotten a lot of ground. And this is kind of the beauty. I feel like this is Noble playing the default a little bit better, right? They've developed a lot of ground over towards C, but they've just sent Pay in, get a lot more space. Completely unaware is Governor, who's up above, but he's playing it passively anyway.
Yeah, and once he hears that spike plants with the Blade Storm, he's really in a position to try and make a forward play. Full execute out towards A now, so retake in order. The Nebula blocks off Governor's line of sight, but he is aware, and look at this play. Right click for one. No, there's someone behind him. He's not aware fully. Flying clears, get one. Pancake to help out, and the Sheriff, not enough for Payne to clutch it up. Governor with the confidence play to pull EZ5 up to 6.
Okay, chugging along. That was that would have been a thrifty round for Noble. I believe they'll have more than enough to buy. This is another tough round coming up here for EZ5, but let's have a look at that replay for Gov. This just tailwind is insane. I think Pan was like, I'm gonna go try to fight for it, but Precision has no idea. You can even see that in the above aerial shot. No idea the Governor went so ham. Probably focused on the players coming in. Maybe Pan's calming, I need help. And as a result, Governor gets so much value out of playing in such a unique manner. But now he's got the op. That's what he saved for. This is where, imagine, Noble are really going to start to feel the hurt.
Star recalled towards top C. Damage on the Pancake. Still have the opportunity to heal up here fairly safely. Bit of pressure in towards mid, but EZ5 doesn't need to bite off that. They have the Cypher set up. Of course, Sonic, so Trip holding in towards Garage and a camera holding towards C. This actually gives a lot of freedom for players like Gov to work around, because with the operator in hand and with the Gucci very heavily anchoring on the A site, he can really be wherever he wants. Where he has to be is this B site. Execution underway. Shots not connecting. Tail. What? The grab will actually saves Precision's life for a moment, but does him in towards the end.
Wow.
Execution still coming out here. Showstopper one. Levi another. Pancakes trapped in the back lines.
Spike down B.
3v3 though is where we end up, and no spike planted. EZ5 have successfully stopped the push for the time being, and they've lost the op. I think they've managed to recover it onto Pancakes. I don't know if that's like a big priority though. Gucci trying to make sure that this side is a little bit clear, but Levi, yeah, this is just so cheeky. But he's waiting. Oh, Gucci might actually have a little bit of a better idea now. Maybe get better on the jump, but Gucci can't even find that frag to kind of answer back. Gucci just trying to run around. Finally finds Levi, but it's just down to Corsonics in a 1v2. Not a lot of time left. They're starting to get that spike planted. Frosty just waiting on the swing here. Corsonics has already managed to make his way in off the camera. The spray! Corsonics for round number 7.
What a play out of Corsonics. The spray control, the adjustment back in, everything working out. EZ5, they're so good in these comebacks, and they're keeping it alive. 7-11 now, and Noble, this is the moment where they've got to start getting worried, because this round, I don't know how I feel about the trigger discipline there. Out of Levi, it nearly cost him the round, but regardless, stayed 1 for 1. Set up Corsonics to find the clutch, and now Smith 7-11 on the scoreline. What is Noble's solution to close this out? Because, I mean, that round, it wasn't even impactful in way of Governor's Operator. They still have that in their back pocket. They haven't had to fully commit that out just yet. And well, it's another look for a quick execute. Pancake's here to spray away. Stays even though. Now they walk into go.
Oh, this is going to be a little bit problematic. There's the swing. Oh, Frosty. What a pick onto Governor. But Gucci through the smoke. Able to at least even the odds back around, and it's to rotate all the way over to A. There's still trips there. There's still a camera there. EZ5 can play off the retake, but camera will be taken care of. The trips will be taken care of. All that jazz. Now they can at least react fast enough. 3v3 retake. Weapons, of course, less than ideal. TP to long. Canceled, though. Just trying to get the information. The plan, of course, is going down. Cages to try to help out, but Corsonics is already on the site. That's a little bit problematic. The tripwires there. Corsonic manages to survive for the time being. He's just trying to hop back in the connector. He's going to survive for the time being. There's a little bit of a crossfire, but it's just down to B-Dog. No utility left. And of course, the smoke is in his way. Has the hero rifle down to the 1v1. 11 HP. Here's the tap from Gucci. There's the paint shells off the backboard. B-Dog just waiting for another tap. And now B-Dog has to respect the potential fake. Gucci's going to walk up. Spray is good for B-Dog. Match point for Noble. Potentially taking it to map number 3.
That one really hurts for EZ5. They were on the cusp of pulling it off, but unfortunately very low HP on Gucci. Doesn't give him time to react and to pull that one back to Vantage. Now, Noble, one away from closing here. They can take us into bind. It's another strong map for EZ5, but that's what we said about this one. That's the one that we said that would be a surefire win for the camp of EZ5. And, well, I remember it was a similar tale about Breeze. So this series just so full of surprises. If EZ5 could pull this back, that would be a huge one. 5 rounds away from OT, so can't be thinking about that just yet. 1 round at a time. That's all it'll take them to pull this back into their favor. And I like the aggression. Governor pushing up towards long, but it could be punished because it's Noble on the default.
Down A. I have retrieved the spike.
Great opening pick here for Gov. Might be time to hang up the operator. We'll see. As he successfully did that with the Phantom. Sonic's respecting a whole lot as he manages to back all the way up. This site is going to be completely free for the taking, and we'll see now what the retake looks like for EZ5.
Running back available on this retake, so I can definitely create a lot of space for them, but I think they're respecting this Cosmic Guard for the moment. I like it, and that's especially because Noble, not a whole ton of utility besides the Astro Stars in this post plant. Actually, I don't know if they have any, but remember this lurk. There's a Raze pushing up behind him. His Pancakes run back onto the site.
I wonder how much diffuse he can actually get. I think he's just trying to bait them out. The spray is starting to come through from range. Actually, the diffuse is up to half. Oh my goodness. It gets stopped. It gets pulled off. The shock darts come through. B-Dog's just being an absolute nuisance. They at least have it up to half. D-Cop gets sprayed. The spray through. The swing through. Just down to Gov in a 1v2. The shot's good for Levi. My goodness. Noble